cushion, pushing the 11. I was cruising for the 33. Running wide open, school in the bars, swinging mother across the county line. Finding a groove and making a move, she turned a lap in record time. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. The boys like to rub her fenders, trying to get her up against the wall. She don't play checkers or records, but she's ready if you want to brawl. Jenna gives the boys white knuckles, cause she likes to take them on 3 wide. And she don't mind grinding some metal, yeah, she gets hot when the sparks start to fly. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. Take a little break between the heats, to spend a little time between the sheets. Back to the track and get on with the show. An 800 horsepower rodeo. Between the heats, to spend a little time between the sheets. Back to the track and get on with the show. An 800 horsepower rodeo.
Here comes car number 11. Oh my goodness, as she takes that car to the top shelf, she has made her way to the top 5. She is absolutely flying.
She's up on the wheel with the devil in her eyes and a little dirt on her face. Belt in tight, ready for a fight, wearing outlaw leather and lace. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. Next time I saw Jenna, was at a track in Saluda, VA. I said, I'll run your crew if you want me to. She blew a kiss and said, okay. Now we're riding down the road together, and we fit just like a racer's girl. Driving in deeper, making time in the sleeper, driving through the badlands of love. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. She was up on the cushion, pushing the 11. I was cruising for the 33. Running wide open, school in the bars, swinging mother across the county line. Finding a groove and making a move, she turned a lap in record time. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. The boys like to rub her fenders, trying to get her up against the wall. She don't play checkers or records, but she's ready if you want to brawl. Jenna gives the boys white knuckles, cause she likes to take them on 3 wide. And she don't mind grinding some metal, yeah, she gets hot when the sparks start to fly. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the badlands of love. Take a little break between the heats, to spend a little time between the sheets. Back to the track and get on with the show. an 800 horsepower rodeo. Take a little break between the heats, just spend a little time between the sheets. Back to the track and get on with the show, an 800 horsepower rodeo.
Here comes car number 11. Oh my goodness. As she takes that car to the top shelf, she has made her way to the top 5. She is absolutely flying.
She's up on the wheel with the devil in her eyes and a little dirt on her face. Belted and tied, ready for a flight, wearing outlaw leather and lace. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from her helmet to her Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the balance of love. Next time I saw Jenna, was at a track in Saluda, VA. I said, I'll run the crew if you want me to. She blew a kiss and said, okay. Now we're riding down the road together, and we fit just like a racer's club. Driving in deeper, making time in the sleeper, driving through the balance of love. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the balance of love. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the balance of love. First time I saw Jenna was at a dirt track in Tennessee. She was up on the cushion, pushing the 11. I was cruising for the 33. Running wide open, school in the bars, slinging mud across the county line. Finding a groove and making a move, she turned a lap in record time. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the balance of love. The boys like to rub the fenders, trying to get her up against the wall. She don't play checkers or records, but she's ready if you want to brawl. Jenna gives the boys white knuckles, cause she likes to take them on 3 wide. And she don't mind grinding some metal, yeah, she gets hot when the sparks start to fly. Ever seen an angel in a fire suit? Sexy from a helmet to a Nomex boots. Tearing up the track, sideways in the mud, driving through the balance of love. Take a little break between the heats, to spend a little time between the sheets. Back to the track and get on with the show, an 800 horsepower rodeo. Take a little break between the heats, just spend a little time
There we go. Is there no sound, girl?
No, there's.
Is there? No, there is. No,
I
it's
don't know.
not.
Tom Heimer said audio, question mark.
See, when it says it's working,
They're saying we cannot hear you, so I don't know. I don't know.
I'm getting about tired of this.
Yeah. Okay, it just came on, Sue said.
Yeah, I haven't done anything, so that's got nothing to do with me, which is, what can I say? But you should have heard what I just said, because it was the best stuff in all the whole history of the show. It was some of the best stuff I ever said. Ever said. And I know, I've said some cool stuff, but the stuff that I just said was awesome stuff. So we're doing something, Angus and I, and of course, producer Lori, we're always trying to, find a little something different to do, a little something new to do. And we decided that it's been so long since we've had certain people on the show that it would be nice to have a follow-up with them. So we thought for this month, let's see how well he does at making this happen. We thought this month we would do follow-up month with our guests. So, yeah, there's that. There is that. And so we're having, Tony Kishman. And I don't know if you remember Tony's show. I think, was he on this year or last year, Pun?
I don't really remember.
Or care, right? I have pictures that I could show you of that look. So anyway, we thought we'd revisit some people. We were going to have, if you remember, on Tuesday, we were going to have Tony Bruno. But Tony, a little under the weather, so we had to scratch that one. Is there anything, what's going on over there?
Where?
Awfully quiet, you. Awfully quiet today.
Don't got much to say today. You and Angus have your secret code.
Oh, it's not about the secret code, is it? There's no secret.
Kitty's enjoying her lounge chair. I'm glad about that.
Enjoy the lounge chair. I have to tell her about the secret
Sue
code
is
now.
too.
Okay, hang on just a second, guys. It's, she needs to hear about the secret code. Okay. Now she knows the code. You see? All you gotta do is tell her the code.
Well,
And-
I don't want to be left out.
I wouldn't leave you out of anything that I couldn't involve you in. I mean, I had to pause the whole show to bring you in on that.
Lenny's in the room. He says, "Yeah, let's see Tony Bruno. He's cute."
Well, you would have seen him on Tuesday, Len, but he was not feeling good. So, maybe he wouldn't have been as
Thanks,
cute.
Pat.
Maybe he wouldn't have been as cute as you think.
Okay.
We know you still are, Lenny. We know you are cute. So, you ready for tomorrow, Len? You got some stuff lined up? No? It's okay.
Why don't you come on in tonight, Lenny?
Yeah, come on in.
Stop on in, Len.
Just pop by. Say hello to Tony. He should be here in 3.2 minutes.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Oh, there you go. Color you. Oh, let's see. Oh, you get the green. You gave him. Oh. Okay, that was a good one. Thank you. That's actually a very well, and man, we appreciate that. It's not easy doing a broadcast of this caliber. And would you like to switch caliber? Would you like a larger caliber?
I'm sorry, Stevie. I'm reading stuff. I wasn't listening to
Oh no,
you.
is it trouble? Look,
No.
I feel like I'm with Cliff and
Pat
Georgianne
Rose
watching
says,
the stocks.
Poor couch, because Chris Chennel said I drummed that theme song on the couch.
My theme song, Box of Prince?
Yes.
Oh.
And Sue Lucente is going to get some snow overnight in central Pennsylvania.
I see. So
Good
you're
thing
just...
you weren't stuck in Virginia on that road.
Wow. So you're just like...
Now, you
kinda...
know what? You didn't hear this, and I didn't hear this, but I read it today. That some newscasters said, imagine, okay, all those cars were like stuck on that road in the snow for 17, 24 hours. Imagine if they were all electric cars. They would have died.
I'm not going to say that. Oh, I
we
think
might
Tony's
need to
here.
Think of that.
I think Tony's here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, come in. Come in. Hey. How we doing?
Stevie.
Good. How are you doing, man?
Good. Have you been? How you been?
No, I don't
Can you
have
hear
you.
me?
I had you for a second. The audio's doing strange stuff. There you go. Oh, you're muted now.
Okay. How's this?
There you go.
Here we are. How you doing?
Expert. Good. How are you doing?
Very good. Very good. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, we decided for January, and then we're always trying to mix it up, Angus and I, and keep it interesting, which is not
man.
easy 5 days a week. You know, it's
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
Sure.
you know, I wanted to. The whole show, you know, we started out, as you know, just so it was just an excuse for me to catch up with my friends who happen to be guys like you in the business, whoever,
yeah.
whatever, and
Sure.
then letting people, you know, kind of heads in on the conversation. But then I realized, man, I've met more new musicians, great musicians, in this year than I have in
Yeah.
I don't even know how long. It's been amazing, amazing.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Well, it's a nice format. You've done really good with it. You know, it's really great.
Well, it's you know, it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, cool.
You what? I'm
Hey,
sorry?
you're living out. Where are you living out of?
I'm
Right now.
in the space. I'm in Southwest Florida in Fort Myers,
Okay. And how far is that from Boca Raton?
across the state.
2 hours.
It's
It is
across
far.
the state. Yeah,
Okay.
Boca. But where are you playing? You playing in Boca?
Yeah, I was gonna mention it. And I was thinking, I knew you were in Florida. I was thinking, yeah, because I'm doing stuff in Connecticut. I'm doing stuff in Jersey and Philly, Pennsylvania stuff. But I know in Florida, it'd be great if you could come to the show. I
I'd
mean,
love to. I'd love to see, but I have a feeling that they're going to get you over here. Have you ever played Ruth Eckerd Hall?
I have.
Okay, so
I-
that's I could hit that. You know, that's a day trip.
I
Or
did play there. I played Barber Man. Where's
oh, Barbara B. Man, I could hit with a driver.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Barber Man, we did a couple of years ago, but the one we're doing in Boca is it used to be the Waldorf, and then they changed it to something Beach House or something. But it's actually a private show. But I thought, if you're there, we could get you to come.
Oh, I would definitely come. But I mean, if you play BB Man or if you play Van Wetzel, which is in Sarasota, or either
Yeah.
one of the ones up in Tampa St. Pete, I'll be there in a heartbeat.
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, anytime that happens, you're going to be the first one to know.
Cool. That sounds good
Well,
to
why
me.
don't you tell the people
Yeah,
where
and
you're playing
you
and
can
when?
always use this as a platform to take, no matter where you're
Cool.
playing. Yeah,
Cool, man.
please, man. Yeah, you know
That
we're
sounds
about that.
good. Sounds good.
So where's the next gig?
Well, the next one is in, let's see, February 5th is Monroe, Michigan.
Wow.
Going to be cold.
Yeah, that's north. Is that where the casinos and all that are, or am I wrong?
I think it is. Yeah, I've never been to this particular one, but it's it's called a Lazy Boy Center. So whatever that is,
It's
don't
probably just branded by the company, like they do the like Staples
that
Center.
could be. Yeah.
So it's probably a venue that's whatever. But that's great, man. At least,
Sure.
at least you're in it. And it's funny because I was talking, I'm doing this, I'm producing this Roy Orbison thing. I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
And I've got a great agent in Manhattan and so on and so forth. And I'm taking a lot of cues from people, from
Sure.
you and everybody else. Believe me, I'm ripping you guys off like you. No,
Okay,
no,
so
but I'm.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
No, believe me, I'm kidding. But it's been a blast to kind of get to see this whole side of it and to understand. Well, there's some great gigs out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy, what
So-
were you gonna say, Laura?
one of our viewers, Kitty Tiger, lives in Detroit, and she says you're going to be playing very close to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she knows. So when is that?
It's February 5th.
February 5th.
At the Lazy Boy Center. Yeah, and that's the 5-piece show, the Live and Let Die music of Paul McCartney 5-piece, because we do the orchestra show as well. And that's the 5-piece. That's with
Wow,
Chris
that's cool.
Holt and John Merjavi, Chris Holt, and Brad Swinger, Andrew Lubman. Good players, really good
Yeah.
guys. I want to send some good vibes out to Chris. He just turned up positive with COVID. I mean, it's like, and he's all vaccinated and everything. So, I mean, Jesus, what the hell,
Breakthrough.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, not that I want to take us into the medical report, but
No.
it's kind of like it's the way if you look at misfortune in your life and you say, well, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
It could have
yeah.
been a lot worse.
Right. He's really not his symptoms are very, light.
Yeah.
He's tired and he's had some strange issues, but he's going to be fine. My daughter got it, turned up positive, and 3 days later she was fine.
Wow, and was it Omicron or the Delta?
It just said positive. So the thing is, I think it was probably the new
Yeah.
line that's out. The
Line.
new line. It's the new version. The new version of
Designer
the song.
virus. Right, by Jean-Claude whoever. New virus and a fragrance. That's all.
Sure.
So, what have you been doing? Have you been? I mean, I know that not a lot goes on in January. I remember, the reason I brought up the Roy Orbison thing is I remember that when we first discovered, and I'm talking about going back like to the beginnings of playing out live, that January was traditionally the dead month.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, absolutely. Even after all the crap we've been through, it is still a dead month. Yeah. I did have a show that they actually rescheduled in January because they wanted to play it safe. So, but we rescheduled to June 4th. But the couple of shows I'm doing in Jersey, I'm doing a show in Jersey and in Penns Peak, in Jim Thorpe.
Oh yeah,
We'll be in Jim Thorpe at the Penns Peak on March 5th and on the 4th, and then the 5th is the Lakewood. It's in Lakewood, Jersey. What's it called? The Strand. So,
oh, I know the Strand. Sure, yeah.
yeah. So we're there on the 5th of March. So there's dates coming in that are going to be fun, and they're in the area here. I was mentioning to you earlier, on February 19th, I'm down in Boca Raton.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. We have a lot of Florida people that will. I guess Frank, Frank will pop in and say hello.
Oh yeah.
I've got tons of friends over there. We'll send them all your way. Make some
Yeah.
noise.
It's the venue is called the Beach Resort, I believe. It used to be the Waldorf, and then somebody took ownership of it, and now it's the Beach Resort, I believe.
We'll make sure they find their way there.
Yeah.
I wish you could come, but I know it's across the state.
Yeah, it's a long way, and I mean, that's. And believe me, if I'm going to venture out, God, I have to have my space suit on.
He actually
Oh, I
has
know,
yours
man.
in a store over there.
Yeah, I have. But since you're in Boca, when do you get in? Do you get in the day before by any chance?
Yeah, yeah, we'll get in the day before, and it's again that's just a 5-piece show, so it's a little easier to. We're doing the Hard Rock in May 14th, I believe, in Jersey, in Atlantic City.
Ah,
So we'll be there, but that's a fourth, and that's a 12-piece orchestra we'll have. You know,
and which do you like? Do you like it more with the orchestra or 5-piece?
theoretically, the orchestra is a bigger show. We like to do it because of all the depth that the songs carry. But it's so much easier if you if you're doing the 5-piece show. You just show up, you do a sound check, and then everybody knows their parts, everybody knows their gig, and it's more time to go to have lunch and dinner and whatnot. But and not that it's any less of a show. But I guess if you're feeling lazy, and you want to just get out there and do the show, 5 pieces is more. It's less preparation, if you will. You know. So, but it is a bigger show when you do the songs like "Live and Let Die" and "Long and Winding Road," and you got this orchestra behind you. It's great.
That must be cool though. I mean,
Yeah.
that was my first live musical experiences were in elementary school in orchestra, and that nothing will ever sound like that again.
Oh yeah.
I used to go. I've heard Bernstein at Lincoln Center, so as a kid, so I know that sound. It's so powerful when it's
Right.
done right. So I can imagine that's fun. But and do you ever break like? Oh, I don't know. Do you ever just like pull them out of the hat? Do you ever pull out Long Tall Sally or whatever, and do just random from the catalog?
Basically, in that concept, the song list that we bring to the show and the 5-piece show is very long. So, in other words, if there's any movement of songs, it can happen easily in the 5-piece show. So, yeah, I'll look at the list, and if I think maybe we should do High, 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 or let's do My Brave Face. What the hell? I mean, or now what we're doing is we listened. We took a page out of the Red Rose Speedway album, and we're doing Big Barn Bed.
Oh, cool.
Oh man, it's cool. It's cool.
So that's fine. Are we doing that with both or just the 5-piece?
That's the 5-piece thing. Yeah, we're doing it
see-
with 5-piece.
I can understand because I have a friend who does a Led Zeppelin thing with the Windborne Orchestra.
Sure. Yeah, I
and
know of them. Yeah, great.
and and so I've seen it and heard it, and it is very strong. But is it always the same book when you do? Because I know you're not traveling with an orchestra. You're
No, yeah.
And what do you send them? Just for the people that are watching, there's sheet music, or there's like a they call it a book, but there's a
The
a
charts.
script,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, that is the musical script that goes along with the show. So, how far in advance do they get those charts?
Well, typically we send the charts out like a good 3 to 4 weeks ahead of time. And they're all written out very nice. They're all scored. And then we bring our own conductor. So our conductor comes with us, and the lead contractor, let's say, for the 12-piece orchestra is the person that gets the charts. And then he distributes them. But they read those charts, and they rehearse with us the day of the show. So they only get one pass at it, and we run the show beforehand, and that's the best way to do it. We've been doing it that way forever. But it does have a format, Steve. There's not a lot of movement with that because you got the charts, and you've got a 90-minute show, and you go, okay, here's what we're going to do, and they're sitting there with their violins and their horns, and they got to follow the script, as you put it. But it's really good. But we did add a few new songs like "Fool on the Hill," we're doing now, and with the orchestra, it's just beautiful. Just
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's got to be. Yeah, well, I mean, it's amazing, and and now is a beautiful time for that. With all this is going on with the Disney thing and the three, two,
Oh yeah.
one, and I mean, and it's great, and it's great that you're out there representing it in the way that you do, because though I've come to see this whole this whole genre of entertainment to be extremely valuable, because the truth is nobody's going to see the Kinks again. They're probably you're not going to see that again. So whoever is doing that and can replicate it to with some authority, that's that's I mean, when you go to Disneyland and you go on the space thing, you're not really in space, but it's,
Right.
but you're not getting there any other way. So get in the thing, and there we go. So what's next? I mean, do you does the show? All right. So let me ask you this. This is just me picking your brain now, because what we're doing with my Vernon Kelton thing is we're doing screens, and we're having some kind of cool narration. People are whatever. And do you have a stick? I mean, do you have multimedia that runs with your show?
Yeah, we do actually. We have an opening video that kind of gets the people in the genre of McCartney. And then, it brings us on stage. So it's a nice way the stage is dark, you've got the screen, and then they see the video. Then the guys come in silhouette. They open the show with Venus and Mars. And I stay on the sideline. I'm backstage. And I sing, sitting in the stands. Behind the screen, nobody knows where that voice is coming from.
Right.
So as soon as we go into ba-da-da-ba-ba-da in the rock show, then I come walking out like Elvis, and I'm waving, I do the Elvis walk on, and I get the crowd screaming and stuff. And it's really fun. It's a great way to open the show. But
that's gotta be great. And I gotta tell you something, man. I have gotten more mileage out of your Elvis impersonator ride to the airport, man. Let me tell you what, my agent for the Vernon Kelton thing books comedians, and I'm telling you, I'm going to put that in my act. He said if I can give him 15 minutes to put me on the road. That is so. I mean, I can because I can picture how.
Yeah.
I can see it in a movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can
and
really
you don't know the guy from Adam, right?
Oh, that's
it's funny. He gets in a stranger's van, and he's Elvis, and oh man, that was funny. That was funny, Steve.
That made me laugh. So because look, we've all been in some pretty crazy. If you're a lifer in this business, some shit. And especially if you're playing AC or Vegas, you're seeing shit that you probably wish you could unsee. But man,
wow,
that's just so perfect. And you were alone, right? There was nobody with you.
Oh man, no, the guy just hey man, how you doing, Paul? And I'm like, dude, hold on a second, whoa. Holy shit! Come on now. I'm really flattered, but and then he tells the story. I met this girl, and we looked at each other. We locked eyes. When he said we locked eyes, I was like, "How far is it to the hotel? Can we get an ETA on that?"
Oh.
Wow. Well, listen, you know what? I'm sure you're enjoying it. Everybody likes, no matter what you're doing, everybody likes. I mean, we're in this business, in the entertainment business, for that, to entertain.
Yeah.
And if the people are enjoying the show and you're giving them something that they're really enjoying, man, that's a winner every time.
It is great. It is great. I love doing it. I mean, nobody likes traveling. Planes are terrible. But I'd say that you're right. It's a lot of fun doing the show, and I have no plans of stopping. And it should be a lot of fun in the future. This year is really booked. If there's quite a few dates.
That's great.
And there's not enough routing to do a bus. I love the bus.
Yeah.
Not enough
I would
route.
like to do. I'd like to do like little mini pockets of mini tours. I'd love to do that. Do 3 nights down south or 3 nights in the north or whatever, and you do like a little mini tour. I don't know if I'd want to be on a tour for a long time, but I mean, it is fun to do that. Just doing the one-nighters is okay.
Well, what was it 20 years ago? What was it 30 years ago? What was it in the 90s for you? What were you doing?
It was every night, 6 nights a week, and it slowed down. Obviously, COVID slowed us down a lot, but before that, it's just been really weekends, weekend warriors. You go out, you do a night, you do 2 nights, go home. It's really okay to do that now, though. You kind of look at it as I've got my week at home, and I enjoy my life at home with my wife and my new little daughter now. So it's really nice to be home. But then I like doing a couple of shows on the weekends, because then you go out and you do something, you make a statement, and you go, okay, now we go home.
Well, when I put the band together with Robin Zander, that's what it was. I had never done fly dates before. I had always done truck, plane, roadies,
Yeah.
night after night, routing. Here's day sheet,
Sure.
tour book, and I had never done fly dates like that. And all of a sudden, man, and it wasn't. I mean, it was years. My whole career was either on a bus, on the road, or on a plane. It was like that marching forever thing.
Yeah.
Or it was off completely in the studio or whatever. That was in the off time.
Yeah.
And then when I started playing with Robin, he made it really easy for us to go out and work pretty regular, but the way you're talking, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, or head out on Friday, play Saturday, Sunday. It was just we did that for years, and it's fun, man. It's a great way to get out there, as long as you're not doing a huge production thing or something that you're unfamiliar with. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it was like when a couple of years ago we did a nice little it was like Macomb, Georgia, Greensboro, North Carolina, and then another city, Augusta, Georgia. So we bookended the Greensboro Symphony. So we worked with this big 48-piece symphony on, like, say, Saturday, but on Friday we did Macomb, and then on Sunday we did Augusta. So it was quite a weekend of just a lot, and they weren't that far apart. We did a routing where I think it was 2 hours apart for each city or something like that, maybe 3.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. And then you get there, you sound check, you have dinner, you do the show, you go to bed, and it was good. So those are the kind of things I'm trying to focus on this year. But right now we do have a lot of one-nighters,
That's well, listen, I mean, I came up on one-nighters, and I remember it's. But again, I shouldn't bitch. I'm not bitching at all, because we had a crew. I was really just show up and your stuff was, and it was the same crew, and it was repetition, and there was chemistry in the band, and same front of house guy, and it really made for some great growth and some great musical opportunities within the structure. It was great.
I love the camaraderie, I guess the word, or the vibe that we all have as a band. And when we get somewhere, it's great to have that good, happy feeling with the people I'm working with. There's not anybody in the group that has that, bummerness, you know.
I
And
hear you,
I'm
man.
so grateful for that, man. Steve, one guy can make it a bummer, you know, but it's so good. It's so good to have those guys, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's and it really. I know what you mean. One guy can make it a bummer.
Yeah,
But if you have the luxury of playing for years with the same guys, you know what I mean.
sure. That's
That's
really good.
and I've had that a few times in my career, and
Yeah,
man, that's it's such a blessing because of the unspoken language that goes between all the players on stage.
yeah.
Because when somebody, I can tell when somebody's getting ready to make a left, and I'm there ready to make a left with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I know you know what I mean, and that's
Sure.
when it's the most fun for me.
Right.
When there's when it's just let's get off the road and see what we can do in the woods here.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. And it was a perfect example. On December 10th, we did a show at the Lavoie Theater in Millville, New Jersey. And we videotaped the show of the 9-camera shoot. Don Cheffin was the director of the video. And man, I'll tell you, we had a great show. And the guys know me so well that if there's a problem, vocally or whatever, I just got to look at somebody and they are on it like that. They're just like, and it makes the show so good because I have that feeling of security. You know, I feel like I'm not all by myself. It's
Right.
great to have that
Yes.
package. It's like that, it's like that fist punching them in the head.
I
And
hear you, man.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I love about the boys. They're great.
And the thing that I relate to is when the reason Robin came to me, to put the band together is because I've always had a trio, or not always, but I mean for the past very
Yeah,
many years, I've had a core trio of guys that are my go-to guys. I mean, the
oh
guitar
yeah,
player I played with
sure,
for 40 years. The bass player it's only been about 17 years, but it's that
sure.
kind of
Yeah, yeah,
you
security.
finish each
Yeah,
other's jokes.
yeah,
And when Robin wanted to tour and or he wanted to play, keep his voice sharp and go out and have fun, we did all the stuff that he never got to do. We didn't go out and do Cheap Trick songs. Went out and
yeah,
did Zeppelin or Beatles or
sure, yeah,
and it was fun, man. And
yeah. Well, he's a
it was.
great singer. Oh yeah,
Uh, I've never. Do you warm up? Do you warm up before show?
I do. Yeah, it's a different kind of warm up now than I used to do. It's just a very simple, low notes. Get down low. And I warm up. But a lot of times I'll try not to. I'll sing really hard a couple of days before the show at home. Then I won't sing at all. And then when I get to the show, I warm up gently for the show, and I feel like I'm ready to go. And I do use in-ear monitors along with wedges. So I like the
Yeah.
combination of both, you know.
And well, let me ask you this: the low pitch growl thing you're talking about, that the fry exercise that you're talking about? That
Uh, yeah, no, it's like the first thing I'll do if I'm gonna start warming up is I'll just hum, like get the lowest note you could find. And you just start humming around, you know. Then you turn that hum into a little more of, and it's funny because Elvis is the best to warm up, you know. Well, mama, 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 which will, and I'm always singing these ridiculous songs because they're so good to warm up to, you know.
yeah,
The song, what's it called? Did you ever have one? Did you ever have one of them days? Did you ever have one of them days, boys? Yeah. And it's just low, you know. And then the,
yeah,
the song Elvira. Giddy up, bop, bop, mow, mow, and you get that lowness, and that's what you build on.
Yeah.
So then if you're gonna sing, you know, maybe I'm a man. If you're gonna do something high, you got to build it from the low.
Well, you have to, yeah. I mean, it's like you can't just start running full speed. You got to
No.
stretch, and you got to warm up. And the thing that I'm telling you know, I know a couple of coaches, good coaches, and I went produced a couple of artists that I took to different coaches, and
Right.
it's amazing. I'll tell you. Out of all the people and I never warmed up. I'm not. I mean, I don't consider myself a lead
Oh, no,
singer.
Robin warms
I'm
up.
gonna. I don't warm up at all. I just I can talk and like squeak my voice and know whether I'm going to be able to do the things that I need. You know, it's just muscles and am I going to be able to, or is it going to be so?
Yeah, yeah.
So I never warmed up because by the time I was singing, I was already playing and everything warmed up on its own.
Sure. Yeah.
So then I go out with Robin
Yeah.
and he says, I'm probably going to need my own dressing room to warm up in. And we're thinking, no. What? I need my own dressing room to warm up in. And I said, well, all right, does it have to be a dressing room? Well, he said, I don't want to I don't want to blow you guys out or make you uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what does he do? Does he like curse?
Well, I'm curious to know what he does.
Oh.
I'm telling you, from dead cold, walk in the room, take off the thing, take off the hat, and scream at the top of his lungs, baby, baby! I mean, I've never heard anybody do that before in my, so freaking loud that it's like coming through a book. Yeah! I mean, so... I've never we used to...
Oh, boy.
It was like...
It worked for him.
Man. And I mean...
Steve.
I played with him, it wasn't like we were doing this when we were 40.
Yeah.
We were in our 60s.
Yeah.
And that's the way he went every time. Cold day in...
And that works for him.
Yep.
Apparently.
Wow. That works for him. A couple of years ago, I was fortunate enough to have Mickey Dolenz join the show for 3 songs. So Mickey's joining the big orchestra show, and he's going to come in, and he said, I want to sing 3 songs with you guys. I said, you can sing whatever you want. Which ones do you want? He goes, I want to sing Sgt. Pepper, She's Leaving Home,
Oh, great song.
and Pleasant Valley Sunday, I believe it was, of the Monkees.
Yeah.
Okay. So we learned his song, but then we rehearsed with him, and he came out and did a wonderful job. But before the show, he warmed up, and he was backstage going, "Mommy, mommy, mom, mommy, mommy, mom," and he was doing that. And I said to the guys, I said, what is he doing? And they said, oh, he's warming up. And I said, okay, well, here's how I warm up. And I reached over and grabbed a little piece of turkey, and I ate it, and I went, okay, I'm warmed up.
Well, I've seen all kinds of crazy shit out there.
But that was then,
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
But how about the people with the napkin? You know those guys, right?
They sing in a napkin. What's that?
No. These guys. Stop and have a napkin on hand for demonstration purposes only.
Okay, I'm dying to see this.
Oh, you've never?
No,
come on.
No, I've not seen this.
Oh man, boy, I'll tell you what, you're gonna get a treat here. You grab your tongue.
Oh no.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
and you relax it. Okay, so the idea is that you're supposed to be pulling your tongue out, and it relaxes your larynx and drops your larynx, and then you do what I'll make the sound.
Okay.
It's just a fun show, right? I mean, come
I
on.
love it. I love
Okay. I can't do it.
It's a good look there, Steve.
I'll have to play it back.
That's a good
Oh
look.
shit! It's what you're supposed to. I couldn't do it because I was raising my larynx up.
Right, but I guess you take a note.
Yeah, you
Oh.
it's to drop. You know when and you know
So you grab the tongue. Okay.
so that it's flat in the back. You're
I'll
the
have
I
to
just
try that. I mean, what the hell? I'll try it.
it's to.
I'll try it. You know, I'm always trying to better myself somehow.
Isn't it
You
with
know,
the
what the
turkey?
hell?
Hey,
Like a
listen,
slice
you
of
know,
turkey.
Whatever
it's-
makes it easy.
just to so another thing on the ride. It's really meant to just when you pull on your tongue and try to make a sound without laughing your ass off.
Right, yeah.
It makes the back of it. You can feel it. It's really weird. I mean, I don't
Sure.
do it, but I've had artists that I've worked with that I took the vocal and they did it. And
Well, Joe
you know.
Lennon never did anything like.
No. Yeah, the
Oh,
singer
right.
for Rainbow and Deep Purple, Joe
Yeah,
Lynn
he
Turner.
never warmed up.
Yeah.
No, I never heard him warm up.
No, and he
It's
sings good.
it's different for everybody, I
Different
guess.
strokes.
Yeah. Sure.
So man, yeah,
So is
well,
that your
you know,
baby's piano?
yeah,
Yes. Can you see it back there?
yes,
See,
yes,
there's my piano,
right.
Yeah.
and then she has her little piano over here. My wife bought that for her.
That's
So she comes in and bangs on it, you know, and then if I play mine, she wants to, you know, she's 14 months. So
Wow.
yeah, she's getting big. Yeah.
Wow, man, that's cool. What's her name again?
Emery?
Emery.
Yeah. Emery.
That's beautiful.
She
And
says a lot of words now. She's saying a lot of words.
all right.
that's great. And she's got the Imagine piano, the mini Imagine.
Yeah, there you go.
piano.
Yeah.
Got
Very-
it right there.
Very cool. Very cool. That's great, man. Well, listen, you've been generous with your time, Tony. I appreciate it. I'm going to play a commercial and go eat some dinner. And
Okay, buddy.
do me a favor, just hit Angus or I with whatever dates you're doing because we love
Okay.
to keep it going.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
on
yeah.
a Friday, if you just want to holler in, you know how it goes
Yeah,
here.
he's coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
But oh
I
man,
appreciate it, Steve.
it's
You
a
guys
good
have
laugh.
a good evening, and thank you for having me.
You too, man. Thank you for being here. We'll see you again,
Kiss
Tony.
that baby.
Yeah, kiss
I
that
will.
baby.
I'm gonna go
All
do
right.
that now.
Cool.
Bye, Tony.
Sounds
Take
good,
care,
man.
guys.
Take care,
Bye
bud.
bye.
We'll see you. Fun. Yeah.
Most of you know I live in Southwest Florida now, and one of my favorite places to grab a bite to eat is Jason's Deli. Scott and Diana Willis have been in business here for over 20 years. The truth is, Jason's Deli has bigger choices of better food. You can eat healthy and enjoy the taste of quality ingredients. They're open 7 days a week for dine-in, pick-up, or deli delivery. With 4 convenient locations from Naples to Cape Coral, Florida, they are a must-try. Jason's Deli, where all good things come from wholesome ingredients. And Bradley's Jewelers in South Fort Myers. Diamonds, bridal, you name it, estate, custom design, and expert repair. Bradley's Jewelers, South Fort Myers. They specialize in amazing moments.
And that's the truth. Oh, look, stars. Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, which ones are that? Oh, that's the. Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
was you.
That was me. That was me. No, that was you not resetting your buttons.
Oh. Do I have to reset?
Oh, I forgot I do. Oh, I forgot
It's been
about
so
that.
long.
We're going to go at night. What?
I know what that means.
I know you know what that means. So, that was cool. Tony's great, man. And I'll tell you what, the fun part about doing these shows, I think, is it's just catch up and, fresh talk because, if... What?
Thank you, Laurie Richardson.
Oh, Lori got the... Oh, superstar sender. Do you see the world going around in there? The world? Smoke, pink smoke. Watch out for the pink smoke. And I know you guys are a little restless about stuff, so I'm bringing in a few more chairs for the lawn chair people. It's
You might want to bring a grill.
yeah. You might want to bring your grill. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll
They
get a grill.
might get hungry.
I'll get a
But
grill.
let me tell you, a lot of them are expecting snow, and Pat Romano said it's plowing through Maryland, and everybody better go get their bread and milk. I guess is it like a nor'easter heading up there? Because Sue says she's getting it tonight in Pennsylvania.
See, I'll tell you the weird thing about Florida, one of them, is it's a lot of things, but the one thing that it never is, in the truest sense of the word, is winter. It's never winter.
No.
There's no freezing anything. There's no snow. There's nothing even like that.
1 year we had to cover some plants.
One year we had to cover the plants. Okay. Do you feel better?
I'm just saying we did.
But what I mean is, when I turn on the news and I see like the Pennsylvania Turnpike and there's cars, it's like, where is that? And when I think that used to be like,
Oh, well, Sue says she's going to get light, fluffy snow, and she bought some veggies to make chicken soup.
she's gonna get light, fluffy snow.
Yeah.
Well, that ought to be really. Listen, you know what? The thing that
And Kitty Tiger says that some areas of Michigan get the lake effect snow.
but I would think that those places would have like great ground crews and great that they would be ready. I know
But Virginia is where everybody was stuck, and it's because they said that the big trucks were jackknifing and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, all of those hours.
It's something to think about.
Let me just tell you this,
What?
and I thought about this. People were there for 35 hours. If one of those people had been
What?
famous person number 80,
Yeah.
or
They would have cleared that shit up.
you get a call from old
Suzanne
Senator
O'Clair,
what the hell,
That
or
Pennsylvania gets it plowed fast, especially overnight.
New York used to be. I mean, I grew up in White Plains, just outside the city, and we had great. It was, man, and that's back when snow. When we used to walk both ways.
You're a kid.
Oh, it was great though. Yeah, but see, it's like the snow and the whole thing. It's not. I don't think it's like that anymore. We used to.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's like the way it was when we were kids. When we were kids, it was like there was snow for Thanksgiving, and then you were going sleigh riding at the golf course, and
Why is your gong going off?
The hell even is that?
Right here. You must be kicking the desk.
I don't know. Why don't you knock stuff over while you're over there?
Well,
Why don't you bang some stuff? Break stuff while you're.
Where's my towel?
I got a brush. I have. Don't you be.
Bang some stuff.
Yeah.
Bang a gong.
I'll have to mute the mic for a second.
Okay, Michael Newton.
What, Michael? Yes,
Michael
Michael.
Newton
Yes, Michael.
says 5 to 8 inches here in Boston.
Man.
Huh.
Wow.
So it must be like a nor'easter, because Pat Romano
It's-
said it was heading plowing.
Well,
his
listen.
words were plowing through Maryland.
The
right
truth
now.
of the matter is, and this is really, I really have come to understand this. I do not dread the winter under any circumstances, unless I have nothing to do. Like back in the day when we were doing all the gigs, I could get up very early, or stay
Not
up
go to
very
sleep.
late and get to Hunter Mountain and ski all day and still make it back to the gig on time.
Right.
Kind
And
of.
then ski all night.
And then ski all night.
Oh, Lori
Yeah.
says that there's possible snow showers even in Atlanta.
But man, it's crazy. But the thing about it was that, you know, I remember I learned to skateboard before I learned to ski. And I was a late bloomer skiing. I was in my 20s when I learned to ski. But I was very familiar with the paved wave. And I loved skateboarding 60s, and then in the 70s when it all changed with the urethane wheels. But and that tied in with surfing. I was surfing, you know, as a kid too, but I hadn't done skiing. And skiing is such a complete, like, just environment
Well,
of.
you told the story about your doctor friend taking you and Larry for the first
Yeah,
time.
but that was the first. That was
the introduction. Then he learned how to do it and won races.
Oh yeah, I used to. Yeah, but see, and that was the thing. At Hunter, and if any of you are skiers, the skied at Hunter, you'll remember. I forget when it was, but they used to have the national standard races, the NASTAR races, which is I used to run the giant slalom course, and I had all this, you know, I had the clothes and the skis and the pole, the whole thing. And one day, I decide, you know what, I bet I can win something here, and I raced that whole season. I wound up getting so addicted to it. The problem was that they wait to start the races until the mountain closes down like 4 o'clock or 3:30 or whatever it is, and it's like, whoa, I got to get back. And the better you do in quali or whatever, you advance. And if you're winning, you're staying, and there's lights coming on, and you have a gig.
Yeah, that's why one time you had to go play your drums with your ski suit on.
My racing suit.
Your
I
racing
had it
suit.
in. I'm guessing it had to be 70, whatever year it was. I'll get a picture of somebody in the Colmar suit. Whatever year it was, where the ski team had there were solid blue suits with red, white, and blue stripes on the arm. I'll get a picture of it, and I'm not the size of your average
Well, Lori
skier.
Richardson used to ski Hunter, but she didn't run races.
Oh God! Well, the races were on the chicken shit side.
Yeah, I went
The-
on the
the-
bunny hill.
That's
in
where the
Hunter,
races
and
were.
I almost hit a tree, and that was that for me.
That's where the races were.
It was
They
freezing
weren't
cold.
they weren't on the west side or
It was
on.
freezing cold. The wind was big. He took me on the coldest day of the year.
Well,
The
I didn't-
wind was blowing me backwards.
I didn't do it because it was the coldest day of the year. It just happened to work out that way.
Yeah, and I hated it.
Yeah, but it would have been so nice to have you skiing. It was till you hit me in the lip with your.
Oh, my pole. That was an accident. He was trying to ski me down the hill.
I said, look, it's really simple, right? Now, if you've ever skied, then you know. I've got my poles linked together in front of her. I'm snowplowing behind her so that she can't pick up any speed. And I'm telling her, you know, now lean on the left one and you'll go to the right, and lean on the right one and you go to the left. And she finally starts to get it, right? And she goes, yeah, I got it. Okay, let me go. And I take the poles away from her. You know, and so now she's just going, and she's picking up speed, and she's enjoying the speed, but she's forgetting to turn.
So you had to zip
And now she's heading
Yeah,
like
come-
right for like
a tree.
the biggest tree in the
So
forest.
He zipped down in front of me and made
I had
me
to
fall
tackle
down.
her.
He
I had
to
to-
make me
I
fall
basically
down.
had
Or I
to-
would have hit that tree.
She would have hit that tree. I had to like kind of sideswipe her and knock her over.
Yeah.
And to pay me back, she waxed me in the
Well, it was
and you had ice
accident.
tips on those poles.
Ugh.
Hits me in the lip, and I start, you know, it's cold, so and your blood's like pumping, so I'm bleeding all over the place. It was no cell
I did
phones. so you
not
don't
like
have to-
anything about the cold.
Oh, it was,
Oh,
man.
Sue says she thinks she recalls you at Speaks in your ski garb.
It could be. Could easily be.
Ah.
No, actually, no.
Wow.
It's Captain Ringding that you remember
That was
in the
Larry.
ski garb.
That was an outfit Larry would wear. Captain Ring.
First of all, I tried to.
Oh shit!
I tried to take.
You have a picture of that.
I'm not showing. I tried to take Larry skiing, and I think you heard that story. It wound up with him
But he liked the
dislocating his
outfit.
arm. But he liked the clothes, and I like the clothes too. I mean, I just, I would go nuts. And so I was all about the racing stuff. So I wasn't into the bibs, if you know what the bibs are, the things that they wear at Vail. I'm into the stuff that the racers wear. Mm-hmm. And you got to keep moving.
So what venue was it, Sue wants to know?
What's that?
What venue was it that you wore your ski stuff to? Because
When I actually had to walk in and wear
time to change.
that was 4.5 North in Brewster.
Ah, 4.5 North, Sue.
But Larry, in the Speaks days, used to wear this, like a vintage captain's uniform coat, like with gold buttons on it, and he would wear a pair of racing ski pants, red ones with the white, with the blue elastic going down the side, tucked into boots, and that was his. So that's probably who you remember. I mean, I always wore. I loved ski stuff.
Yeah.
But
it looked cool, but
yeah, it was great. But I couldn't play in it, or well, the walking into the 4.5 North wearing the big furry boots, at least I got to take my ski boots off. Anyway, so are we having fun?
Well, we have actually a new viewer named Don Wayner, and he said he had a great show, had a nice
Oh, cool.
time.
Well, thanks, Don.
So, yeah, we're on weeknights.
Yeah, Don, you should come tomorrow
Same
because what we do
time.
tomorrow is Free for All Friday, and all the guys that have ever been on the show, and there have been hundreds
Not
of
all
them,
of
but like a handful of different guys come in on Friday, and we just shoot the shit between. It's fun. So join us tomorrow, please, man, and welcome aboard, and hello to the Twitch people, hello to the YouTube people.
Hello to our lawn chair people.
Yes, I can't forget the lawn chair people. There you are. It's about spreading the word. If you enjoyed it and you had a good time, tell somebody about it, please, because you never know.
We have a lot of cool musicians come on.
It's fun.
And tell stories.
It's just meant to be a hang. It's not meant to be an interview or a tell-all or, although we get pretty sorted on here. But anyway, as they say in the...
wait, tomorrow night. Free for All Friday. Everybody.
That's what I just said. Did I not just say
That's
that?
my line.
Oh, that's your line.
Yeah, unless you want me to say.
Oh, I see.
If I don't see you in the pasture.
I'll see you. See you in the... No. Don't confuse me now.
Okay, so tomorrow night, Free for All Friday.
If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Give me that bat.